Friday night in the city of Lorain, Friday, February 5th, 1999, and good evening from Lorain Southview High School. Hi everyone, I'm Ron Bacalar along with my partner Bob Braskich, our cameraman and director Bob Quinlan, and we're going to bring you the exciting play-by-play action of tonight's boys varsity game with the Lorain Southview Saints playing host to the Fighting Eagles of Cleveland John F. Kennedy. The Saints are 5-8 on the season, coached by Larry Stark, and the Fighting Eagles are 4-10 with a relatively brand new coach, William Morrow. In fact, when I talked to Coach Morrow earlier, he indicated to me that the head coach resigned about 2 weeks ago, didn't go into any specifics. Now he's got the responsibility, and we'll see what's going to happen tonight. And Bob, how do you size up this game?
Well, Ron, this is truly a new JFK team. I've talked to some of the coaches in Cleveland, and they've said that basically after the semester break, JFK has 3 players off of the ineligibility list. One of them, most coaches believe, is the best player in the city of Cleveland, Omari Wesley, who will be wearing number 44 for JFK tonight. JFK is also the hottest team in the city right now. They're coming off of 2 big wins over John Hay, who we've seen and has a very good ball club, and over Cleveland South. So Southview's in a position tonight where they're going to be challenged. JFK has a 6'6", a 6'6", and a 6'7", so there'll be a lot of mismatch problems for the Saints tonight, and it'll be very interesting to see how they handle that.
And just as a sidebar, we're going to be spending a lot of time here at Lorain Southview over the next week. In fact, the viewers are watching this game right now, and as of Wednesday, we're going to be doing the Lorain Southview girls game against the Vermilion Sailor girls, and then a week from tonight, or a Saturday, February 13th, we'll be back here to do another boys varsity game. So we're going to see a lot of the Lorain Southview Saints, boys and gals, and it's our pleasure to bring you all this action, and one of our contributing sponsors that makes it all possible. We'll be back with the start of the lineups for tonight's ball game and the ball game itself right after this from Impressions.
One-stop place for something really special is Impressions, corner of Oberlin Avenue and Tower Boulevard. T-shirts and sweatshirts personally designed to your specific needs. Anything from bears, trains to zebras, and specially designed hats as well. And don't forget Impressions, your one-stop spot for school jackets. See Dave, the designer expert at Impressions, Oberlin Avenue at Tower Boulevard, right here in Lorain.
All right, here at the Lorain Southview High School Gymnasium, this boys basketball game about ready to get underway. The introduction of starting players, so let us take a look at the starting 5 for the Fighting Eagles of Cleveland John F. Kennedy, coached by William Morrow, as we indicated, with a 4-10 record. Wearing number 24, a 6'1 junior, Antonio Samuel. Wearing number 34, a 6'2 senior, James Drake. Wearing number 42, a 6'2 junior, Brian Ortney. Wearing number 44, a 6'7 junior, Wesley Omari. And wearing number 52 to round out the starting 5 for the Fighting Eagles, a 6'6 senior, Clinton Brown. And now the starting 5 for the Lorain Southview Saints, coached by Larry Stark with a 5-8 record. Number 10, a 5'8 junior, Starlin Leidy. Wearing number 12, a 5'9 junior, Scott Ramoculus. Wearing number 32, a 6' senior, John Guerreri. Wearing number 42, a 6'3 senior, Devin Moon. And wearing number 52 to round out the starting 5 for the Saints, a 6'2 junior, Robert Moon. And there you have the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. Just a point of information, this ball game being brought to you by the fine folks at Impressions, located at Oberlin Avenue and Tower Boulevard, by the Lorain Palace Civic Center, 6th and Broadway, by the First Federal Savings and Loan, with many locations to serve you in Lorain County and near neighboring Erie County, as well as a brand new website on the internet, www.loraincounty.com. And we'll get this ball game underway in just a moment while we're waiting for the starting tip We'll point out to you that in the junior varsity game, the Southview Saints JVs defeated John F. Kennedy's JVs by a score of 70-49. Two of the Saints were in double figures. The high point man for the Saints and for the ball game was Ralph Minnick with 20 points, and Anthony Rios had 12 points. Again, that final JV score, Southview 70, John F. Kennedy 49. Jumping center for the Saints will be Devin Moon, and for the Fighting Eagles, Clinton Brown. And there's the ball in the air and the tip going out of bounds. They'll jump it again, or possibly they're going to jump it again. And the tip goes to the Fighting Eagles. Brian Ortney with the ball to the near side. James Drake. And the ball intercepted by Ramoculus to the basket. In, 2 points. The Saints go on top, 2-0.
The Saints are going to have to get a lot of scores off their defense and in transition tonight. They don't want to go through the heart of that zone against all that size that JFK has.
Antonio Samuel driving to the baseline, comes back out near side. Ortney with the ball, stops at the top of the circle. Turnaround jumper by Brown, 2. Score is tied, 2-2.
Good effort there by the Saints inside, but all that JFK size bothered him on those putback attempts.
Yeah, John Guerreri, the 6-foot senior, really fighting under that basket for the rebound. Goes off a Fighting Eagle. Saints put it back into play. Ball going out to Starlin Lighty. To Ramoculus, 3-point range. Good.
Nice out of bounds play by the Saints, stepping Ramoculus back in for the 3-pointer. Full court pressure here by the Saints.
Driving for the basket, Omari. And we have a foul called. Foul is on Devin Moon, his first.
Ron, I'm very interested to see how Omari gets his points. I know he's had 26 and 32 in the last ball game, last 2 ball games.
Turnaround jumper, but a pass underneath the basket. Tip being fought for, and Starlin Lighty comes down with the ball into the forecourt for the Saints. Passing to Ramoculus. Devin Moon, 3-point range, off the rim, no good. Lighty gets the rebound. Passes out to Ramoculus from 3-point range, in and out. Devin Moon on the rebound, off the backboard, good.
Saints doing a great job on the boards, even though they're outmanned inside.
Shooting under basket, Clinton Brown. Rebound fought for. Ramoculus comes up with the ball for the Saints into the forecourt.
You can see one of the Saints' strategies tonight, Ron, is to push the ball up the floor quickly so they don't have to go through that zone.
Devin Moon, 3-point range, short. Grabbed by the Fighting Eagles. Antonio Samuel bringing the ball up.
Omari Wesley really hasn't touched the ball yet.
Going up for the 2-point try, Clinton Brown, and he is fouled. And again, the foul is on Devin Moon, his second, and the team's second.
Well, the Saints can't afford to lose Devin early in this ball game, given their size disadvantage already. And we've seen in the past that Devin has a propensity for foul trouble. He's going to have to really be careful from here on out.
Clinton Brown at the line for the Fighting Eagles. First one up, no good.
Look, Clinton Brown looks taller than 6'6" to me, Ron.
I would definitely agree with that. Definitely. Second shot no good, rebounded by Robert Moon. Starlin Lighty brings it up to the forecourt. Pass to Devin. First shot blocked, second one getting his own rebound. Puts it in for 2. That's 4 points for Devin Moon. Omari in the paint, turns around, puts it in, 2.
Oh, nice jump hook shot using his right hand for a left-hander.
Ball being passed around between Starlin Lighty and John Guerreri. Now into the corner to Ramaklis, back out to Guerreri, to Lighty.
Not a lot
to Ramaklis, 3-point range, he's got it.
Well, that's what you have to do against that zone.
That's Scott Ramaklis' second 3-pointer. He's got 8 points already here at the midway point of the first quarter. 4 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter. It's 12-4. Southview on top. Driving to the basket. James Drake. Shot no good. Rebound fought for. Up to Starlin Lighty. Goes to the basket. Passes it off to Guerreri. Guerreri goes into the lane. Passes out to Ramaklis. He tries to put it up. No good. Rebound no good.
Nice effort there by Devin Moon.
Clinton Brown. Short. Picked up by Guerreri. Starlin Lighty from the far corner, no good. Pass intercepted by Ramaklis.
4-on-1.
Under the basket, Robert Moon, 2.
Look for JFK to take a timeout here. It's 14-4. There it is.
And with 3 minutes and 23 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play, the score is Southview 14 and John F. Kennedy 4, and a 20-second timeout called on the floor. Antonio Samuel putting the ball into play for the Fighting Eagles. Gets it off to Omari. Across the court to Drake. Drake to Brown. Brown on a turnaround jumper. No good. Rebound fought for, and Brian Ortney putting it up, and a whistle.
So thus far, Ron, the Saints are doing exactly what you have to do when you have the size disadvantage. You have to beat the other team in transition up and down the floor, and thus far Southview's been very successful.
Fouls on Robert Moon, his first and the team's third. John F. Kennedy has yet to commit a foul. At the line shooting 2, Brian Ortney.
Well, I'm not surprised they haven't fouled. They're not very active in their zone defense, but the size makes it effective.
And Ortney finally gets the second of 2. 14-5. 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter play. Southview on top. Lighty passes underneath the basket to Javon Willis, now in the lineup for the Saints. On the try, Brian Ortney, no good, short.
That was a stick back by Wesley there, Ron. Omari Wesley.
All right, that's 4 points for Omari.
It's a 1-3-1 zone for JFK. They have Omari at 6'7" at the top, and they have at least 6'8" playing on the baseline.
Robert Moon's jumper, he's fouled. That's the first foul against the Fighting Eagles. Foul is on Brian Ortney. His first, the team's first, as we indicated. Robert Moon will be at the line shooting 2. First shot up, good. And the second shot, good.
Okay.
Robert Moon now with 4 points.
Southview's taking their full court press off.
Antonio Samuel. And a foul is called underneath the basket. The foul appears to be against Javon Willis. That's Willis's first.
Look for a lob on this in this out of bounds situation with all that size. They're looking for it.
Pass into Omari. Now it's Ortney with the shot, and another foul called. Foul is on John Guerreri, his first, and that's the team's 5th foul.
Not a good foul that time down. It was not a high percentage shot by JFK. You want to let him shoot that one. Don't put him on the line.
Brian Ortney at the line, misses the first of 2. Elvis Hughes now in the lineup for the Saints, replacing Guerreri. Elvis Hughes, a 5'11 junior. Javon Willis, a 6-foot senior. And Ortney's second shot good. Starlin Lighty into the corner to Ramokalis, across court and way over the head of Elvis Hughes, going out of bounds on the turnover. The Fighting Eagles take over. James Drake putting into play, now in the lineup for the Fighting Eagles. Maurice Reeder, a 5'9 senior, now dribbling the ball. Over to James Drake, tries to get it to Brown. Back out to Ortney, shot no good. And a beautiful attempt by Brown to save the ball for the Fighting Eagles, but stepped on the baseline. So the Southview Saints will now bring the ball up court. The pass in the lane to Javon Willis, gets away from Willis. The Fighting Eagles bring it up. And on the shot, James Drake missing. Starlin Lighty into the forecourt. Lighty with the shot. No good. Rebound fought for, out of bounds. And it will go to John F. Kennedy. Well, the official just changed his mind, or he was vetoed by one of the other officials. And the Southview Saints will put it into play.
Devin Moon out of the ball game. The Saints are going to have to use a little bit more patience. The last 2 times down, they've shot the ball very quickly. I don't know if that's the best strategy with Devin out of the ball game. Here's that step-in play for Ramokalis.
Wilbert Scott now in the lineup for the Saints. Rebound by the Eagles. Pass in the forecourt goes to Ortney, and the shot by Omari, good. 3 points, and that gives Omari 7 on the night. He's got 7 of the 11 for the Fighting Eagles.
Well, we see that he has 3-point range. I was mistaken earlier. He is not left-handed. He just has a very good left hand.
Eagles have climbed within 5. The score is now 16-11 with less than a minute remaining in the first quarter. Pass under the basket to Robert Moon. Out to Hughes and a whistle.
Well, on the last 3 possessions, JFK has really kicked it up a notch. They're playing much harder defensively. Consequently, Southview is struggling a bit.
Foul is on Omari, his first, and that's the team's second.
Here comes the 3-pointer.
Ramokalis tried to get the ball to Lighty, and it was intercepted by the Eagles' Maurice Reeder. He tried to lay it up, no good. Lighty brings the ball into the lane, to the hoop, and in. 2!
Wow, nice move by Star Lighty.
Starlin Lighty.
He took it right in there against all that size.
Whoop. Little traveling music by James Drake. Turnover gives the ball back to the Southview Saints with 11 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 18-11. Southview on top by 7.
Well, we've said it a number of times this year. You'd like to get this shot in this situation with about 4 seconds left. You don't want to shoot it too quickly. Now they better hurry.
And the ball grabbed by the Eagles in an attempt to get it to Robert Moon. And at the end of 1 quarter of play, it's Southview 18 and John F. Kennedy 11. Let me remind you that the Palace Civic Center is the place to go on weekends if you're looking for some good entertainment, because they've got the best movies in town. We say the best because they're being shown on the biggest screen in Lorain County with the best sound system in Lorain County. So make a point of getting out there. For example, this coming weekend, the Rugrats will be playing at the Palace Theater, as well as the following weekend, Jack Frost. And then the weekend after that, Well, there's going to be a lot of exciting things. And don't forget the Amherst Festival of Bands will be on Monday, February 22nd at 7:30 p.m. And on Tuesday, the 23rd, the Student Series begin at 10 a.m. and 12:30 p.m. with Charlotte's Web. So for good entertainment in Lorain County, it's the Palace Civic Center, 6th and Broadway in Lorain. To the Saints, they'll put it into play to start the second quarter. Romocalis with the ball.
Defensive change for JFK. They're now in a man-to-man defense as opposed to the 1-3-1 zone.
Alvis Hughes to Starlin Leidy. Leidy to Hughes, back out to Romocalis, gets inside the circle, jumps, puts it up, no good. Rebound fought for, and a whistle. And it looks like that's going to be a foul on Wilbert Scott. That's his first. And the team's sixth. So now John F. Kennedy on the next foul by a Southview Saint will be going to the line with the 1-and-1.
Devin Moon's still not on the ball game, Ron. I wonder if he's injured. I know he has the 2 fouls.
On the shot, Demetrius White, a 6'2 junior now in the lineup for the Fighting Eagles. Pass down court, shot made by Robert Moon, and a foul.
Saints did a nice job filling the lanes and staying wide on that fast break attempt. You want to stay wide and keep the defense spread.
Robert Moon shooting 2 for the Saints. The foul was on Demetrius White, his first, and the Fighting Eagles' 3rd team foul.
I think the switch to a man defense by JFK will be welcomed by Southview. I think they'll get better shots against JFK's man-to-man.
And Robert Moon makes both ends of his 2-shot foul as he did the first time around, so he's got 6 points, 1 field goal, 4 foul shots. Passed under the basket going to White, and a whistle.
Good look inside there by Omari Wesley.
Foul is on Robert Moon, his 2nd.
It's not often you see a 6'7" player who's able to step out of the post onto the perimeter and be a threat, as we've seen tonight.
Demetrius White at the foul line, his first shot, no good. There's no doubt that the Fighting Eagles have had many opportunities to put points on the board from that foul line. They've only had 2 thus far of all the trips to the foul line. And the second one, though, is good. 20-12, 8-point lead for the Southview Saints.
Obviously, JFK's trying to pick up the tempo of the game. I think that's why they went to their man-to-man defense here.
Robert Moon to Leidy. Leidy along the baseline on the far side, puts it up, no good. Rebound fought for, grabbed and brought down by Wesley Omari. Omari to the basket, puts it up, no good. Rebound fought for, out of bounds, and it will remain with the Fighting Eagles. William Kroom, a 6'2 junior, now coming into the lineup for JFK.
Well, I look for a lob play here.
And now Devin Moon returns to the Southview lineup. Devin Moon with 260 points coming into tonight's ball game with a 20-point per game average. On the rebounding circuit, 101, 101 rebounds, 7.6 rebounds per game. Maurice Reeder loses the ball. Starlin Leidy gets the pass in the forecourt. Behind his back to Devin Moon, puts in 2.
Nice behind-the-back dish by Star Leidy. We've seen him do that before.
6 points for Devin Moon. Reeder from the 3-point range, air ball. Grabbed by the Southview Saints. Starlin Lighty puts it into play. Beautiful save on that one. Lighty with the ball now on the far side of the court to Robert Moon. To Ramocalis, three-point range. Good!
Nice play by the Saints. Ramocalis coming off of that down pick.
Ramocalis' third three-pointer. He's got 11 points.
Another timeout by JFK.
25-12 to score with 5:28 remaining in the second quarter of play. Fighting Eagles put the ball into play, and it goes out of bounds right away. Ramocalis covering closely on Maurice Reeder. They'll try again. William Kroom. Up to Omari. Omari goes into the circle, passes off, and on the shot, good by William Kroom, the 6'2 junior, his first 2 points of the evening.
Dude, that basket created by Omari's penetration.
25-14. Pass to Lighty, knocked out of bounds by Reeder.
A lot of backdoor opportunities out here for the Saints.
Ramocalis trying to find someone to get the ball into, gets it to Lighty.
You know, for our young players out there, when you're getting defensed like that, you have to back cut. You can't fight pressure.
Lighty passes under the basket to Elvis Hughes, back out to Robert Moon, turns around, jumps, puts it up, off the rim, no good, rebounded by the Fighting Eagles, William Kroom. Kroom to Reeder, Reeder passes now to White, White puts it up, no good. Omari on the rebound, no good. And finally, Robert Moon grabs the ball to Lighty into the forecourt, passes to Devin Moon a little bit too much, too high, out of bounds, and the Eagles will put it into play.
Coach Stark was not very happy with that possession. And he's taking timeout. He's taking a 20-second timeout.
All right, Southview Saints taking that 20-second timeout with 4:18 remaining in the second quarter of play. 25-14, Southview on top. Maurice Reeder dribbling the ball in the backcourt for the Fighting Eagles.
Well, I'm sure Coach Stark took that timeout to get the Saints settled down a bit.
James Drake into the circle to White from the far side. Kroom tries to put it up, air ball grabbed by the Saints. Ramocalis into the forecourt, into the circle, up off the backboard, no good. Robert Moon on the rebound, passes off to his brother Devin, puts it up off the backboard, no good. And it's Ramocalis now to Starlin Lighty, no good on his attempt. Finally, the Fighting Eagles getting the rebound, and the long lob pass to Omari goes out of bounds, but a whistle is blown, and it looks like it's going to be a foul against Starlin Lighty. Right. That will be his first.
They're not calling that a shooting foul. JFK was looking for the lob and dunk on that fast break. Pass was a little low.
Nevertheless, Omari will go to the foul line, shooting 1 and 1. Dan Henderson, 6'1 senior, now comes in the lineup for the Southview Saints, replacing Robert Moon.
Robert did a nice job on the boards for the Saints thus far.
Wesley Omari, first foul shot, good. That's 8 points for Omari. Omari Wesley, you're right. Okay, Omari Wesley. Well, I was saying all along, that's a strange first name. I just had it backwards. Thanks for the correction, Bob. Fortunately, not too many from Cleveland. JFK will be watching this
there you go.
videotape basketball game. My humble apologies to the young man. Ramocalis passes into Devin Moon.
Wow.
Up and in.
Very acrobatic shot. He's given away about 5 inches in there, and he got that off. That was well done.
Devin Moon with 8 points. 27-16, Southview's lead by 11. Pass to Wesley. And a foul called.
I see that Coach Stark has the Saints prepared when the big guys for JFK post up. The guards are looking to, on the pass, get down low and help.
Foul is on Devin Moon, his third personal foul. And he'll come back to the bench, being replaced by his brother Robert.
Oh, that's going to hurt.
Wesley at the line, shooting the 1-and-1. First one up, off the front of the rim, rebounded by Dan Henderson. Lighty brings it across the timeline. Drives into the circle, ball knocked away, picked up by the Fighting Eagles. The pass, good to James Drake as well as the field goal.
Coach Stark wanted traveling twice on that last possession. I think he was right.
I know he was right. I saw it. Ramopoulos into the circle, puts it up, good. 2 points by Scott. 13 points for Scott Ramopoulos.
He's having a heck of a first half.
Into the circle, Reeder's ball gets away, and Starlin Lighty drives for the basket, tries to put it up, no good. Comes up with the rebound, cross court to Ramopoulos, 3-point range, and he's got his fourth triple.
He's on fire, that's 16.
Omari Wesley, and a foul.
Is that 16 for Ron?
I'm sorry?
Is that 16 for Ramopoulos, Ron?
Ramopoulos has 4 triples, that's 12, and 2 field goals, that's 4, and that adds up to 16. You're absolutely right. Foul on Dan Henderson, his first, and that's the team's 10th already. At the line, shooting 2, Omari Wesley. Wesley now with 9 points, a chance to get into double figures with this next foul shot.
Well, what the Saints would like to do is at least go into halftime up by 10, especially with Devin Moon on the bench for the remaining minute and a half. If they can do that, they'll be in pretty good shape to come out for the second half.
John Guerreri back in the lineup for the Saints. Wesley's second foul shot, good. Elvis Hughes dribbling into the forecourt. Gives off to Ramopoulos. Ramopoulos passes to John Guerreri, heading right for the basket and drops in 2.
Well, that's exactly what we were talking about before. When you're pressured, you have to back cut, and that's what Guerreri did on that possession. Well done.
First 2 points for Guerreri. Reeder from the 3-point range, no good. Rebound grab by Elvis Hughes. Ramopoulos passes to Guerreri, back out to Henderson, who pops in 2. Dan Henderson with his first 2 points. 36-20, Southview leading by 16. A minute left in this first half. Loose ball grabbed by the Saints. Ramopoulos into the forecourt, stops, 3-point range, pops it up off the backboard, no good. And the ball going out of bounds, last touch by the Eagles, Demetrius White, so the Saints will get the ball back. 49 seconds left in the second quarter. Javon Willis now comes in the ball game, replacing Robert Moon. Starlin Lighty also coming back in, replacing Ramopoulos. That's the first break for Scott Ramopoulos.
Yes. We've seen him play sustained lengths of time before, Ron.
Indeed.
He's a real Iron Man out there.
Starlin Lighty drives to the basket, puts it up, no good off the backboard. Rebounded by number 24, Javon Willis. Gets it into play for the Saints. John Guerreri passing off. Elvis Hughes back out to Lighty.
Looks like the Saints are playing for one shot here, possibly. Well,
Elvis Hughes, no good. And a whistle.
Ron, I'm very impressed with the job the Saints are doing on the boards tonight. Their rebounding and transition baskets have really made the difference here.
Foul is on Javon Willis for the Southview Saints. That's his second. And the Eagles will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1.
The JFK coaching staff thought there should have been an over and back in that last Southview possession, and I think he's right also.
Maurice Reeder, 5'9" senior, puts up the first foul shot, no good. And the reason why on this 1 and 1 that was permitted to continue is the double bonus, or?
Right.
Okay, and Reeder's second shot no good, so he missed both ends. Starlin Leidy.
Now I'm sure Coach Stark would like the Southview Saints to take this entire 16 seconds here. We're down to 7 though.
Starlin Leidy into the lane, loses the ball, but the whistle is called.
Okay, smart foul by JFK. They still have 2 fouls to give. If I was the JFK player or staff, I would foul immediately. They've got 2 fouls to give.
All right, the foul on Omari Wesley, his second. The team's 4th.
Technical foul here, Ron, and I'm not quite sure why. It's against JFK. Ramaklis is going to the line.
Four seconds remain in the first half. Ramaklis shooting the technical, good.
Well, this could be a 4-point play with the Saints if they could score with the remaining 4 seconds. I know that's 18 for him in his half.
As you say, Bob, the Saints will have one last crack at that basket with 4 seconds remaining. Leidy looking for someone to pass into, and it was Ramaklis, but he was grabbed in there by Maurice Reeder.
That's not a bad foul by JFK. They still, or excuse me, that is number 7, I believe. Right, that is number 7, so this is a 1-and-1 situation.
And to put someone like Scott Ramaklis at the line is like giving up 2 points practically. Well, we'll see how the young man does
tonight. It is
1-and-1. Yes,
that's for sure.
Absolutely, all net.
Wow. This could be his 20th point of the half. We're gonna have to get out the record books here.
And he's got it. 20 points for Scott Ramaklis here in the first half. And on the last shot from the corner by William Kroom, no good. So the score at the end of 1 half of play, it's Southview 40 and the John F. Kennedy Fighting Eagles 20. You know, since 1921, your hometown financial professionals at First Federal Savings of Lorain have dedicated themselves to meeting the financial needs of their customers and surrounding communities. They offer a wide variety of financial investments as well as home mortgages to meet your every need. Loans on cars, boats, mobile homes, and other worthwhile purchases are also available. Whatever your financial need, First Federal Savings of Lorain is ready to help. 6 convenient locations to serve you in Lorain, Huron, Sandusky, and Port Clinton. First Federal Savings of Lorain is an equal housing lender and FDIC insured. And of course, with the Southview Saints fighting pep band in the background, we'd also like to remind you of our brand new website here in Lorain County. It's one of the best. It's LorainCounty.com. Lorain County's only local search engine. Weather, news, sports, all All the latest scores from the county and more are yours on this great site. Our basketball section will take you inside Lorain County High Schools with a look at the coaches, the players, and the fans. So do yourself a favor, keep informed, click on to www.loraincounty.com. And we'll be back with the start of the second half of tonight's ball game right after this timeout for Impressions.
Your one-stop place for something really special is Impressions, corner of Oberlin Avenue and Tower Boulevard. T-shirts and sweatshirts personally designed to your specific needs. Anything from bears, trains to zebras, and specially designed hats as well. And don't forget Impressions, your one-stop spot for school jackets. See Dave, the designer expert at Impressions, Oberlin Avenue at Tower Boulevard, right here in Lorain.
To bring you the action here in the second half of play, the possession arrow going to the Fighting Eels. They'll put it into play, and it's Antonio Samuel with the ball. We want to salute Tim Civic and the Southview Saints pep band here at the gymnasium for an outstanding performance during halftime. I can almost hear myself talk. It's great when you're about 10 or 50 yards away. Ball put up. Again, the second time getting his own rebound, James Drake. He's got 2 and 4 points for Drake. 2 in the first half, 2 now here in the third quarter. 40-22, Southview leading by 18.
It's important for the Saints.
Robert Moon to the basket, drops in 2.
It's important for the Saints to have a good first 4 or 5 possessions here in the second half.
Antonio Samuel. Turnaround jumper by Clinton Brown, good. Devin Moon taking the pass from his brother Robert and drops in 2. 10 points now for Devin Moon.
Nice job of adjusting his shot in the air.
Devin Moon had 4 points in the first quarter, 4 in the second, now 2 in the third. Pass intercepted by Leidy. He takes it right down and pops it in. Starlin Leidy now with 4 points on the night. From the corner, Brian Ortney, no good. Rebound, Saints. Devin Moon, no good on his attempt.
Southview, of course, staying with their man-to-man half-court defense.
Omari Wesley from the corner, three-point range, no good. Rebounded by the Saints to Leidy, to the basket, in.
Well, the Saints are getting those transition buckets we said they had to get to beat this ball club tonight.
Leidy now with 6 points. Antonio Samuel putting it up, no good. Rebound, gets his own rebound, passes it out to Wesley. Wesley across court to Brian Ortney, puts it up, no good. Rebound fought for and finally comes down into the possession of Devin Moon. John Guerreri moves into the lane, passes off to Devin Moon. He's got 2 more.
Well done there by Guerreri, attacking the defense, and when the help came over, he dished it off. That's good offense.
Devin Moon now with 12 points. Shot put up by Samuel, no good.
It was Wesley on that putback there, Ron.
That's 12 points now for JFK's Omari Wesley.
Right, he has 12, and he's probably going to get his 20 or so, but they really don't do much for him offensively. He's getting those all on his own. They aren't really running anything for him. They aren't setting any picks for him. That's definitely an individual effort. Maurice Reeder to Wesley.
Cross court to Samuel. Coming into the circle with the jumper, Drake, no good. Reeder. And finally, Wesley with 2. John Guerreri attempting to put it up, and he is fouled. He'll shoot 2.
Well, what the Saints are simply doing is they're beating JFK up and down the floor, and that's a great neutralizer. When you have that size disadvantage as the Saints do tonight, they're neutralizing that by pushing the ball up and down the floor, taking advantage of JFK's slow transition defense.
Foul is on James Drake, his first. John Guerreri at the line. First one up, good. Saints doing a good job at the foul line tonight.
Yes, they are. And that's another thing you have to do to neutralize size. You have to make your foul shots.
And the second one rolls off the rim. Grabbed by the Fighting Eagles. Reeder brings it into the forecourt. On the jump shot by Samuel, no good. And the Saints come down with the ball. Scott Ramopoulos on the dribble, ball knocked away by Wesley, out of bounds. The Saints will put it back into action. Ramopoulos has been kind of quiet so far here in this third quarter.
Yes, he has.
Lighty and Devin Moon picking up the action.
Well, actually, JFK's in a combination defense.
Robert Moon, shot no good, rebounded by Wilbert Scott, puts it up no good, and a jump ball.
Ron, what we're seeing is a combination. JFK is playing a 4-man zone, and they're denying Ramopoulos the basketball. It's a box and one, basically. I think we have another technical foul called here.
And the technical this time being called against the 6'6" senior, Clinton Brown.
Okay, I'm sure Ramopoulos is going to get another opportunity to score here. I know Coach Stark is going to put him at the line to shoot these 2 technicals. But Ron, back to the defense, we're seeing a box and one here, and they're making it difficult for Ramopoulos to get the basketball. They're guarding him man-to-man and denying the ball. And so the JFK obviously realized he was the person to stop after that first half explosion of 20 points.
And after the officials have explained everything, hopefully to the satisfaction of Coach William Morrow and especially the young Clinton Brown, Scott Ramopoulos with 20 points in the first half, 8 in the first quarter, 12 in the second quarter, goes to the line for number 21. He's got it. Scott Ramopoulos with 145 points coming into this ball game tonight.
Well, he's feeling it tonight. You can see that.
It's the second of 2. He's got an 11.2 per game average, and obviously he's far outdone that one. Timeout on the floor, and time for us to remind you again that the Palace Civic providing you with some good movies each and every weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Showtime 7 p.m. Beginning Friday the 12th, it's going to be Rugrats. Then beginning Friday the 19th, Jack Frost. And we just want to point out to you, if you've never been there for a movie, the Palace Civic Center, 6th and Broadway in Lorain, has the county's largest screen and the best sound system. So take the family and enjoy a movie. The price is certainly right, $1.50. It's like a hard-boiled egg. You can't beat it. Southview Saints will put the ball into play. Scott Ramopoulos to Starlin Lighty.
Okay, another change in defense by JFK. JFK has put 4 quicker guards on the floor with Wesley. They're going to try to pressure the basketball all over the floor.
Robert Moon in the circle, trying to get it underneath the basket to Wilbert Scott, taken away by the Eagles. out of bounds. Maurice Reeder driving for the basket. Fighting Eagles will remain in possession.
There's that lob.
Drake to Wesley, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by the shortest man on the team, Starlin Lighty, to John Guerreri, to Devin Moon, puts it up, no good. Guerreri on the rebound.
Smart play by
Dribbles the
Guerreri.
baseline, brings it out to Lighty.
Smart play by Guerreri to clear the basketball in that situation.
Scott Romakolis into the circle, puts it up, good!
Oh, he's still on fire, Ron. That's 24.
55-28 the score. Southview on top with 2:24 remaining in the third quarter. Scott's clock is running and a foul is going to be called on Romakolis. His first. Lob pass to Wesley under the basket, no good.
Saints a little slow that time coming over to help on the back side of that lob.
Rebounded by Scott. Lighty passing in to Wilbert Scott. No good. Rebounded by the Fighting Eagles and a whistle. The foul is on Wilbert Scott. That's his second. The team's second.
Saints picking up three-quarter court here to just try to contain the basketball.
Under 2 minutes, clock running. Maurice Reeder into the lane, passes out, and James Drake puts it up, no good, and a whistle.
Two-shot opportunity from the line here for Wesley.
Another foul on Wilbert Scott, his third, and the team's third. Both JFK and Southview with 3 team fouls.
I feel JFK is missing an opportunity here to get the ball inside to Wesley. He's being guarded by Devin Moon, who has foul trouble and has to play off him a bit. JFK could be going inside every time down.
Dan Henderson now in the lineup for the Southview Saints, giving Wilbert Scott a chance to rest. Scott, as we indicated, with 3 personal fouls. And Wesley gets the second of 2.
Full court man-to-man pressure here by JFK, as we anticipated.
Under the basket, pass by Lighty to Henderson. What a golden opportunity.
Yeah, right. Southview's difficult to press. They have good guards, and Lighty and Romakolis can really bring the basketball. This is going to be an uphill struggle for JFK if they want to get back into this ball game.
Wesley to the basket, puts it up, no good, gets his own rebound, and he drops it in. 17 points for Wesley, shot by Romakolis, no good off the front of the rim. Maurice Reeder bounces into Romakolis, loose ball picked up by Scott, to Guerreri, to Moon, no good.
Another blown opportunity there on a behind-the-back pass.
Yep, that's why they put a backboard there.
Guerreri did do a very nice job in that last possession, passing the basketball, recognizing the situation. And Romakolis did a very nice job defensively to create that.
Foul on Dan Henderson, his second, and that's the team's 4th.
I think we have a 20-second timeout.
And a 20-second timeout on the floor with Southview on top, 55-31, 54 seconds remaining. Amari Wesley, 6'7" junior, at the line shooting 2. Gets the first.
I believe that's 18 for him, Ron, isn't it?
Yes. He had 10 points in the first half, 8 so far here in the third quarter. Second shot is good. Lighty loses the ball, picks it up, gets it into Scott Romaculus in the forecourt. Pass to Henderson, now to Robert Moon off the backboard. Good!
Good internal passing. Southview's doing what you have to do when you're being pressed. They're making the other team pay.
Robert Moon now in double figures with 10. Long shot at the three-point line by James Drake, no good. And the rebound put in by Wesley. And a whistle.
Ron, I believe that last two was for Greg Morrow, as opposed to Wesley.
Greg Morrow. All right, his first two. We certainly do not want to deny him the opportunity to get into the scorebook. Aside from his name already being there. Henderson under the basket, tries to put it up, and he is fouled. He'll go to the line for two.
Southview again recognizing the situation and getting the ball to the open man after the defense adjusts.
Foul is on Wesley, his third. Fifth foul against the Fighting Eagles. Henderson with 2 points thus far in the ball game. His first foul shot off the front of the rim. The second one drops in, giving him 3. Maurice Reeder with the jumper off the backboard. Wesley on the rebound, puts it up, no good. Gets the rebound and a whistle.
Wesley to the line again. He's doing this all on his own. They do very little offensively to take full advantage of his abilities.
Foul is on Henderson, his third.
Ron, Wesley has a very nice stroke from the line too.
Well, that's obvious. He popped it in there.
Nice backspin rotation on the ball.
And his second foul shot off the front of the rim, and that's the end of the third quarter of play with the Southview Saints on top by a score of 58-36. Since 1921, your hometown financial professionals at First Federal Savings of Lorain have dedicated themselves to meeting the financial needs of their customers and surrounding communities. They offer a wide variety of financial investments as well as home mortgages to meet your every need. Loans on cars, boats, mobile homes, and other worthwhile purchases are also available. Whatever your financial need, First Federal Savings of Lorain is ready to help. 6 convenient locations to serve you in Lorain, Huron, Sandusky, and Port Clinton. First Federal Savings of Lorain is an equal housing lender and FDIC insured. All right, starting the fourth and final quarter, the possession arrow going to the Southview Saints. Starlin Lighty to Hughes. Hughes to Romaculus. Romaculus with only 4 points there in the third quarter.
Well, they've been defending him a little bit differently. They've been paying much more attention to him in that last quarter than they did in the first half. And he's done a nice job passing the basketball in that situation.
Foul on Antonio Samuel, his first.
So here's that 3-man weave situation again. Look for a back cut.
And the ball taken away by the Fighting Eagles. To the basket goes Samuel, no good. Rebounded by the Saints, taken away by the Fighting Eagles. Maurice Reeder driving into the lane, and a whistle.
Star was a little frustrated after getting picked on that previous possession, reached in. Not a good foul in that situation. Coach Stark just reminded him of that.
Second personal foul on Starlin Lighty. Both teams now with 6 personal fouls.
I think we're going to have a technical here, Ron, or it could be a double foul. With Ramaklis and Maurice Reeder from JFK, there's some pushing and shoving going on and some words being exchanged.
That's exactly what the official indicated to the scoring table, a double foul.
That puts both teams into the bonus.
And it's James Drake putting in 2. Long pass down court, saved by Devin Moon to Hughes to Robert Moon from the line.
It's the first time I've seen Robert shoot it from there.
Loose ball fought for, and we'll have a jump ball. Possession arrow should go to John F. Kennedy.
If you're Southview in this situation, you want to continue to run your offense and not turn it over. And that's what Coach Stark is urging the Saints to do here. Do not allow your play to deteriorate just because you're up by 20.
We are in the 4th and final quarter, 6:52 remaining in the ball game, and as Bob pointed out, Southview with a 20-point lead, 58-38.
Here comes a dunk.
And here comes Wesley, and the ball blocked by Lighty, picked up by Hughes, pass to Ramaklis, to Moon, now to Devin Moon, drives to the basket, and a foul.
Oh, I thought they'd give him that basket there. Devin did a nice job again, altering his shot in midair.
No basket. Devin Moon will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Foul is on Greg Morrow, his first. Points now for Devin Moon. Chance to make it 14, and he does. Driving to the basket, Antonio Samuel, but it's Omari Wesley getting the tip and the 2.
Ron, he's the most impressive player I've seen this year.
Elvis Hughes, no good. Rebound fought for, and Devin Moon just couldn't quite get possession of it before stepping out of bounds.
Timeout by Coach Stark, I believe.
We do have a timeout on the floor with 6:08 remaining in the 4th and final quarter, and the score is 60-40. And a chance for me to remind you one more time that if you're looking for some exciting happenings on the internet and you want to find out what's going on in your county, check out LorainCounty.com. Lorain County's only local search engine, weather, news, sports, all the latest scores from the county, and much, much more. Our basketball section will take you inside Lorain County high schools with a look at the coaches, the players, and the fans. So do yourself a favor, find out what's going on in your county, and click on to www.loraincounty.com. All right, the Fighting Eagles bringing the ball into the forecourt. Wesley from the three-point range hits the rim, no good. Rebound by Greg Morrow, no good.
There he is again. You've got to check Wesley off the boards.
And Wesley gets that rebound and tip in.
He really goes to the glass hard. You've got to put a body on him and check him off. I'll bet half of his points tonight have come on putbacks.
But like you pointed out earlier in the ball game, the junior listed at 6'7". I have to believe that was his height back in his freshman year. In the meantime, he's grown several inches.
And he jumps very well, too.
Oh, yes. Pass to Moon. Moon off the backboard. No good. Wesley with the rebound. Raider getting the ball up. Under the basket pass to Samuel. No good. Rebound put up by Drake. No good.
I'm watching Wesley anticipate offensive rebounding. He really anticipates and knows where the ball's going to come off the glass. Sign of a good offensive rebounder.
Wesley's attempt to get to the basket interfered by Robert Moon. Foul is on Moon, his third, and that will put Wesley to the line. You know, Bob, I'd like to take this opportunity here at Lorain Southview High School to also bring out the fact that Coach Dan Turnus of the Southview wrestling squad is certainly doing another outstanding job. Many of the Southview Saint wrestlers are listed as tops in the area, and we'd like to bring those names to your attention as we go through the remainder of this fourth and final quarter. Wesley getting the first of two.
Absolutely, Ron.
For example, in the 103-pound category, Ray Wilson has a 17-8 record. Wesley gets the second. In the 112-pound category, Hector Mendez with a 19-7 record. Ball taken away by the Eagles, and now taken away again by the Saints, but problem is Elvis Hughes stepped on the baseline, so the Eagles will get it back. Johnny Williams in the 119-pound category with a 19-8 record, and Mike Vimpany with a 21-8 record in the 125-pound category. Off the leg of Wesley, out of bounds, and the Saints will put the ball into play. In the 160-pound category, and best in the area, is Mike Smith with a 26-1 record. In the 171-pound category, Amador Cotto with 18-10, 18 wins on the season in dual meets. Pass to Devin Moon. He goes to the basket. He's got two more.
Ron, everybody across the state of Ohio knows about Coach Turnus and the Southview wrestling program. They don't just do this year, they do it every year. And that's the mark of a top quality program.
James Drake on the attempted three-pointer for the Fighting Eagles. Ball rebounded by the Saints. Robert Moon now to his brother Devin Moon. Two more. 64-44. The Southview Saints back with a 20-point lead. 4 minutes remaining in the ball game. Wesley from the three-point range, off the rim, rebounded by Ramokulis. Ramokulis into the forecourt, and a whistle. Foul is on Maurice Reeder. His second foul, and Ramokulis will go to the line. Also, we want to point out Henry Maldonado in the 215-pound category with a 15-9 record, and that one drops in for Ramokulis. His first point here in the fourth and final quarter. And finally, in the what you call the real heavyweight category, 275 pounds and higher, Eduardo Arocho with a 23-5 record. So we salute those Southview Saint wrestlers for an outstanding job here in this 1998-99 season. Three-point shot by Samuel, no good, rebounded by the Saints. Ramokulis is passed to Robert Moon, and he's going to be called for traveling. Good by James Drake, and he is fouled.
Coach Stark not happy with that defensive possession. The Saints were kind of caught walking back, and JFK advanced the ball very quickly and now have a three-point opportunity. Even though it's a 20-point ball game, from a coaching standpoint, you still want to be fundamentally sound. Coach Stark's not very happy with that last possession.
goes on Robert Moon, his 4th. At the line, Drake, and he gets the foul shot. Coach Stark has permitted Robert Moon to rest up in the closing 3.5 minutes. Long pass by Ramopoulos to Leidy, intercepted by the Fighting Eagles to Wesley, puts it up, rolls around the rim and drops in. Starlin Leidy passes to Devin Moon under the basket, puts in 2. Devin Moon with 8 points here in the 4th quarter alone. He's got 20 on the night. Wesley up 2.
Wow.
Wesley is hot.
Toughest shot in the game to shoot a jumper going to your left if you're right-handed. He just did it.
68-51, 17-point lead by the Saints. Ramopoulos passing behind his back underneath the basket to Wilbert Scott. Wesley with the ball from the 3-point range, around the rim, no good. Wesley gets the rebound. He drops it in.
He's been looking for one of those.
Yes, indeed. And I think the fans have been waiting for something like that to happen. And the Southview Saints call a timeout with the score 68-53 and 2 minutes and 16 seconds remaining in the ball game. Southview Saints will put the ball into play. Scott Ramopoulos now in the lineup for the Fighting Eagles. 6'2" junior Fred Brewster wears number 32. Lewis Wade also in the lineup, a 5'10" junior, as Coach William Morrow starts substituting a lot of the people off the bench, giving them an opportunity to play. What with Southview having a 15-point lead and under 2 minutes remaining. Starlin Leidy passes off to Scott. Wilbert Scott with his first 2 points of the night. Long jumper from the 3-point range. Demetrius White, no good.
Wesley's out of the game, Ron. He might be done for the night with 32.
32 points, yes indeed, for Omari Wesley. Off the foot of Leidy, picked up by the Fighting Eagles. Lewis Wade into the circle, loses the ball. Starlin Leidy now brings it into the forecourt. Passes off to Guerreri, drops in 2.
Well done.
Guerreri now with 5 points.
Star Leidy's turned his ankle, I believe, and is asking out of the ball game. I'm not sure.
Shot made by Leon Brown, no good.
Coach Stark is taking a timeout to get Star out of the game.
And coming into the ball game for the Saints will be number 54, and by golly, again, we don't have a name for number 54.
Wholesale substitutions here for JFK.
John Guerreri to Devin Moon, up off the rim, no good, rebounded by the Fighting Eagles. Fred Brewster intercepted his pass. Ramopoulos off the backboard. Devin Moon puts it in. Boy, did he stick with that one. And the ball out of bounds. It will go to the Fighting Eagles. You know, one thing, Bob, that I have to say in all sincerity, of all the basketball games I've been to and enjoyed watching, Southview has got to have one of the most colorful PA announcers around, Fred Metz.
Absolutely.
And we just want to give him a lot of credit. Fred Metz does a tremendous job for both the boys and the girls basketball games here at Southview. And the basket put up by Leon Brown as time runs out. here at Southview High School with the final score, Southview 74 and the John F. Kennedy Fighting Eagles 55. This boys varsity basketball game here at Lorain Southview High School, won by the Saints by a score of 74 to 55. And Bob, before we check the final scoring statistics, any comments from you on this game?
Two things. I think Southview did a great job of neutralizing the size situation by beating JFK up and down the floor and getting a lot of transition baskets. And I'll bet if we had the shooting percentage for the Saints tonight, I'm sure it would be over 50%. And I think that was the difference in the ball game. That and Scott Ramoklis with an amazing first half of shooting the basketball.
Okay, Bob, let's check now the final scoring statistics as I'm competing with PA announcer Fred Metz down there, bless his heart. He always wanted to be on TV and couldn't. Anyway, for the Fighting Eagles of Cleveland, John F. Kennedy, coached by William Morrow, now 4-11 on the season. Maurice Reeder with 1 point. Greg Morrow with 2 points. One of the starters, Antonio Samuel, did not score in tonight's ball game. William Kroom had 2 points. It was James Drake with a total of 9 points for the Fighting Eagles. Leon Brown with 2. Brian Ortney had 2 points. Demetrius White, 1 point. Clinton Brown, 4 points. However, the high point man for the Fighting Eagles and for the ball game tonight just happened to be the 6 foot, and what would you say, at least 10, Bob?
I don't know. He's 6'8" anyway.
At least. Well, he's up there in height, I'm sure. The junior, Omari Wesley, had only 10 points in the first half, but then in the second half, he scored a whole mess of points, like 22 for a grand total of 32. Now looking at the Lorain Southview Saints, coached by Larry Stark, now 6-8 on the season. Starlin Lighty with 6 points. It was John Guerreri with 5, Wilbert Scott with 2 points, Dan Henderson with 3, and scoring in double figures, Robert Moon with 10, his brother Devin Moon with 22 after scoring only 8 points in the first half. Devin Moon coming back with a big 14 points, 10 of them in the fourth quarter, scored in the second half. 22 for Devin Moon. But the high point person for the Southview Saints, Scott Ramoklis with 26 points, 20 of those coming in the first half. And we would like to remind you that our next game will be coming up Wednesday, February 10th, here at Southview High School, as the Southview Saints ladies will entertain the Vermilion Sailor ladies. And we'll be back here again on Saturday, February 13th, for the final boys game that we'll be televising. So we have a lot of action coming to you from Lorain Southview High School. We hope you enjoy them, and we hope you stick with us. Until next time, for my partner Bob Braskett, our cameraman and director Bob Quinlan, the final score again from Southview, 74-55. The Saints on top. I'm Ron Bacalar.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools, WLCS TV 20.